What's up? It's Maddie. I know my towel and like Coke can in the back is so classy. Yeah. But there's two dogs on my bed, and okay, if you guys are new to my channel, my name's Maddie. I'm 19. I am in college, but I'm out for summer. College is fantabulous. What can I say? But today I'm actually gonna film a few videos, so I'm gonna look the same, but I finally did my makeup for once. So today I'm gonna be talking about how we bonded 4 male dogs. I'm sorry, there's a shadow. Scrappy is sitting right in front of me on the bed, wondering if I'm talking to him or not. He's laying down. Okay, cool. So first I'm going to explain to you our dogs, how old they are, what kind of dogs we have, all of that, and then kind of go into how we did this. So a lot of people are surprised that we are able to have 4 male dogs that get along and are sometimes assholes, but get along. No. The weather's getting kind of weird out. My dogs are losing their minds. Anyway, so we do have 4 male dogs, so I'll just go oldest to youngest. So we do have Max, who is a 12-year-old chocolate lab. We've had him since he was a puppy, so I got him when I was 7. He's still alive. He's still kicking. We have Simba, who is a rescue. He is an Australian Shepherd Chow Mutt. That's just their best guess as to what he is. We don't know. We could do one of those dog DNA kits, but I've seen a lot of them that are wrong, and it's like $80, and we really don't care. I had thought about getting Carter one of those simply because Carter loves Simba and the way he looks and all of that, just so Carter could try to find a dog like him in the future, but I think he is just a huge mutt. He's so sweet. He does have a purple tongue, so he's a very interesting boy. Since he is a rescue, we do not know how old he is. There's a lot of stuff we just don't know about him, but I think he's a little younger than Max. He is elderly though. Next we have Scrappy, who's currently on my bed growling at the weather. Scrappy, we don't know how old he is either. He's also a rescue. He is a Chihuahua Terrier mutt. Again, that's their best guess. When we got him, they guessed he was around 5 years old, which would make him about 7 now, but I really don't think he's 7. He is not going gray or anything. That was just their best guess, so we don't know. Have Oreo, who is a purebred American bully. We did get him when he was about a year and a half old. He is now 2. He turned 2 in April. He has an underbite and a lazy eye, so the breeder that was selling them for about $2,000, and no one wanted him because he is no longer show quality with his disabilities. We do think he has something chromosomally wrong with him. He is not the brightest dog out there for sure. We always kind of say that he has like Down syndrome. I don't know if it's possible for dogs to have specifically Down syndrome, but we think that he definitely has a chromosomal disorder. So, because he looks funny and he is just not the smartest, but we love him. We love him anyway. So the biggest thing is that they are all fixed. We fixed all of our pets. We don't want babies to add to the population of dogs that already don't have good homes or enough homes. So we just get ours fixed. Max, we got fixed when he was a puppy. Both Simba and Scrappy had to be fixed before they could come home. They had to be fixed, vaccinated, and chipped before they could come home with us from the shelter. So both of them, we had to wait a few days to get them, but it was so worth it. So that's with most shelters. They just have to be fixed. Some people have been kind of upset about that. Like, well, I want to breed them. Well, we really don't want y'all breeding dogs. My hair looks crazy. Because then they end up here and we have to kill them, or, you know, that's a whole nother issue. So when we got Oreo, he was not fixed because, like I said, he was a show quality dog from a breeder, so people will buy those dogs to specifically breed them. We don't think Oreo should father any puppies because of his issues. We don't want them to be passed on, number one, or become worse. And then also, yeah, it's not that we don't love him. We do. We just, you know, how many people are going to want a dog? that looks like that. We don't care. But when we got Oreo, he was not fixed, and he was peeing on everything. He was being very territorial, and we ended up getting him fixed. I think pretty much as soon as we can. I think that you have to wait until they're a certain age. I really don't know the age, but we had him for a while, and we were like, okay, it's time. Like, we're getting it done, over it. Okay, so I'm in bed late at night editing this video, and I feel like I didn't explain the getting them fixed part very well. The biggest reason that we do it is to help, well, a really big reason you should do it if you have male dogs, is to help with marking, as well as them being territorial and aggressive with, like, kids, other dogs, you, all of that. That can help a lot with that, as well as just not breeding. We don't want them to produce puppies. There are enough dogs, and we've never bred any of our dogs on purpose. There was a little whoopsie one time, but yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So yeah, they're also all different ages, which helps, and I want to say that they are not all best friends. Max is a little bit grumpy. He gets along fine with Simba because Simba and Max just kind of do their own things. Max loves little dogs. He, for the most part, was the only big dog until recently when we got Simba in 2017, and then Oreo after that. So Max was always surrounded by little dogs. He loves little dogs. Scrappy can do whatever he wants, pretty much. But Oreo does not know his own strength. Oreo is about 90 pounds at this point. He's like pure muscle, and he has jumped on Max in the past wanting to play and hurt Max, and Max has gotten upset. Also, Simba doesn't know how to play and doesn't really care to. We've tried to teach him, but he just kind of wants to sit there, observe things, get some love, you know. But Max and Oreo in the past have fought over dog toys outside, inside, so they kind of each have to have their own things. But something we found really effective is Max kind of has his area of the house and Oreo has his. They can coexist. Max just normally growls a little bit because he's a grumpy old man. But like, Oreo doesn't go in Max's bed. Like, we kind of helped enforce those rules to make sure that I'm wearing earrings and you can't even see them. To ensure that there isn't fighting occurring, because we don't want anyone to get hurt. There was some bad fights. When we first got Oreo, there was some ugly fights, kind of establishing dominance and stuff. The pecking order right now, I honestly don't know, because they're just weird and crazy. When it comes to toys and Scrappy, Max and Oreo will happily play with Scrappy. It's really funny. He's the baby, even though he's older than Oreo. He's the baby for sure. Another thing, yeah, if you had all puppies, 4 puppies, I think that would be a lot more difficult. We do have them of all different ages. So, another important thing is, if you're going to get a dog, I would recommend meeting all the other dogs that you have. So at the shelter, they do what's called a meet and greet. I believe that's what it's called. It sounds like the celebrity meet and greets. But yeah, so you bring in, like, you have the dog you want to adopt, you bring one dog in, take it out, bring the next, take it out, bring the next, take it out, and then let them all in if they've all gotten along and let them play. It's supervised. You keep them on leashes for a while and then you let them play. It can be a little bit time consuming, but it's important to make sure that they can coexist. We didn't get to do this with Oreo, but there was one dog we almost got with Simba. His name was Dennis, and we had Scooby at the time, and him and Scooby just went at each other in the pen when they first met, and they just were not feeling it at all. We could not get them to get along, so that was a no. Yeah, other than that, I would say just making sure that each of your dog has what they need. Dogs are going to need different things from you. Simba, for example, is pretty independent. He really likes to be outside. He really only comes in to sleep. He does like to be pet, but not too much. He'll let you know when he's had enough. Scrappy, on the other hand, wants to be held, cuddled, just non-stop affection. Oreo's like a Velcro dog. He wants to know what you're doing. He wants to be touching you all the time. And then Max is there, also understanding, I can't say this word, it's W-A-L-K. what they can do when it comes to those things, activities, what they enjoy. Like Simba hates car rides. So all of our dogs are very different and need different things from us, and I think that also makes it a little easier. We also have different breeds of dogs, so their maintenance is different when it comes to brushing, bathing, all of that. I know some people will have like one breed of dog, like they really like labs and they have like 2 labs, or they really like Yorkies, so they have 2 Yorkies, or you know, and I would say that we haven't had issues with different breeds not getting along at all, or the different ages. It's really just been Max being grumpy. And I think it's really fun to have the different breeds because, like, for example, Oreo can't swim, but Max loves swimming, and Scrappy refuses to swim. He hates swimming, and Simba does too. So it's very interesting to have these different dogs that have different backgrounds and are different breeds. Yeah, so they're all different breeds, all different ages, different sizes. Max and Simba are the closest in size, but they are shaped very differently. So they all are different, and I think that's really interesting. It's something I enjoy. Someday, Ty and I have talked about wanting dogs of our own, and we want 2 big ones and a small one. And I want a lab of some kind, and I think Ty wants a retriever, a golden retriever. And then a little dog of some kind, and obviously like lab, I would be more than happy getting a lab mutt from a shelter. So yeah. Another thing I want to throw in here is that dogs don't really mature or start to calm down completely until about age 4. So Oreo's 2 and he still is insane. He's come a long way, but we have a long way to go. So I prefer dogs that are 4 years and older, and that kind of is why we got Simba and Scrappy, because even though Scrappy we think was calmer, am I talking about you? Is younger than they said he was. He is very calm, plus he's small. Like if he frustrates you, you just like pick him up and like put him somewhere else. So I hope you guys found this video interesting. We also have gotten all the dogs at different times, so that's important. Getting one dog, letting them adjust in your home, then getting another. So that way they all know, like, this is my home, this is my safe place. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. I enjoyed filming it, and I'm going to enjoy editing it. If you guys... That was beautiful. If you guys click on my picture down below, you can check out my YouTube channel, and if you like it, you can subscribe. If you like this video, you can subscribe as well. I would love to have you be part of the Maddie fam. It's a really fun time here. I film lots of different kinds of videos. There's tons of playlists you can check out. So yeah, and my pet playlist should be at the end of this video if I did it right. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye guys.